Now I hear Curiosity rummaging around to try to find something. Let's see what she's trying to find. Cat in a box. Sit so still. Will you come out? Yes, I will. Good morning and happy Monday. I am so excited to start another day with you guys. Oh my goodness, what a Monday. This morning I went walking outside and I looked up in a tree and I saw something. Curiosity, what did you see? I saw a nest in a tree. And there was something that fell out of the nest. Curiosity, is that what you brought us? I brought you guys this beautiful egg. Curiosity, where did you find this egg? Well, it had fallen out of the nest. It was really windy, and I think the egg fell out of the nest in the tree. Oh my goodness. What kind of egg do you think that is? I think it might be an egg that belongs to a bird. I didn't know that. So birds lay eggs? Birds lay eggs and they live inside their nest until it's time for them to break out of their shell and they become little baby birds. Well, Curiosity, what are you going to do with that egg? I'm going to very carefully put it in my paws, get a ladder, and climb up to the tree and put that egg back with all the other eggs. I don't want it to get lost or have the mommy get worried. Good idea, Curiosity. Thank you for putting that in the nest. I'm sure they would be really excited. I gotta go grab my ladder. Goodbye, guys. Wow. So, did you know that birds lay eggs in the spring? And they lay eggs in a very special place. They lay eggs in what's called a nest. A nest is a place where birds and some other animals live. Animals make nests out of sticks, grass, and other things that animals can find. So a nest is usually about this big. So if you take your hands and cup them together, this is just about the size of a nest. Now, birds lay their eggs, and when they lay their eggs, it stays inside of the nest. And the mommy's job is to keep that egg nice and safe until it can grow and then crack open. When it cracks open, there will be little baby chicks inside. Now, nests can take place in different places. Some nests take place on the ground. Some nests take place high in the trees. For the birds that Curiosity saw, they were high in the trees. Some people set up special things just for nests called a birdhouse. And inside the birdhouse is where birds can go to make their nests to make sure their eggs stay nice and safe. So our special word today was the word nest. Now I want you guys to go for a challenge today. If you are going outside and going for a walk, I want you to look up in the trees and maybe down in the bushes to see if you can find a nest and see if you can find a bird maybe living in that nest. And that is really cool. Now let's talk about our activities for the week. So our first activity is a spring activity. So our first activity, you're going to need a piece of paper and a pencil. You are going to write down words that remind you of spring. Now this is something that parents are going to have to help with. Because we have just started learning writing, this is a very difficult lesson for them to try. So we're going to do it together. So what I would suggest is coming up with a word. I'll do spring. I would write the word spring, so have the adult write the word spring, have your student copy it, and then have them draw a picture of what spring looks like to them. Now, it doesn't have to be the word spring. It can be the word bumblebee or bee or butterfly, just as long as it has to do with spring. So that is our pre-literacy activity. For our numeracy or our math activity today, you are going to need two things. Now, one thing that they suggest is having a plastic egg and a cotton ball. You can also do this just with a piece of paper and a marker. So, what you are going to do is draw a nest. So you can draw a big nest. And then you are going to put some eggs inside. Your student's job is to count how many eggs, but then you get to add something else. You can add a chick for when the eggs hatch. So then you have to count how many eggs and how many chicks are inside the nest. Now, these can also be done with objects. So if you have a bunch of cotton balls and if you have plastic Easter eggs, you can do the same activity, just using those instead. For our phonemic awareness activities today, you are going to write the word spring. S-P-R-I-N-G. And you're going to put each word, each letter, in its own little nest. And you are going to find an object that starts with each one of these letters and put it in the nest. So S could be soap and put a piece of soap next to it. P could be green peas. Put peas right next to it. R could be a radio and put a radio right next to it. Or you can choose to draw the pictures. Now for our discussion activity today that you're going to post on our discussion wall, you guys are going to post the words about spring that your child wrote. Now, I am so excited that I got to share this with you today. If you have any questions about today's lessons, please feel free to let me know. Goodbye, guys. See you tomorrow.